It's a heavyweight showdown between Jon Jones and Daniel Cormier. Well, here he is, folks, a true renaissance man, the future UFC Hall of Famer, Daniel Cormier. So, father of two, high school wrestling coach, two-division UFC champion. But it wasn't enough to just be in the game. Now you're commentating your own walkouts.
It's magic. It's magic, John. I am now add magician to my list of accomplishments as I walk to the octagon, at the same time calling the walk to the octagon. And I must say, of all the octagon walks, this has to be the best one that I've seen. Look how good looking. Touch his shirt into his pants, touch his pants into his socks. What a fashion statement Daniel Cormier makes as he walks to the octagon.
And people who really know you know how much humility there is underneath those 235-plus pounds. But what you have accomplished in mixed martial arts is not going to be duplicated by a lot of individuals. The boxing catching up to the wrestling. Shout out to Rosendo Sanchez and Javier Mendez, Bob Cook, everybody else. You have really become one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, and put that status on the line yet again here tonight.
Thank you, John. You're so sweet.
All right, so here he is, UFC light heavyweight champion ×2, future Hall of Famer, a man you know as well as anyone, DC, Johnny Bones Jones.
Jon Jones is one of those talents that when you see him for the first time, you understand that he is something special. He has a very strong mind, unbelievable skill set, and an ability to rise to the occasion. He did it from the moment he first stepped foot in the octagon as a very young fighter to his long championship reign. Some of the victims on Jon Jones' resume is unbelievable to have beaten that many UFC champions over the course of his career. Jon Jones truly is one of the greatest martial artists of all time. Skill for skill, one of the best fighters you will ever see, and very loyal when it comes to his team. He has been with Mike Winkeljohn and Greg Jackson since day one. Jon Jones trying to add to arguably the greatest mixed martial arts legacy the sport has ever seen here and now tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is one round in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler holding a professional record of 22 wins, 3 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of San Jose, California, Daniel D.C. Cormier! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a look-see-do fighter, holding a professional record of 26 wins, 1 loss, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, USA! Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion, Jon Bones Jones! And when the action begins, a referee in charge, Yves Lavigne.
The veteran Yves Lavigne draws the assignment here.
You ready?
Well, some would argue this is the greatest run. I mean, can you imagine having a reach advantage like this? What a luxury!
It's a luxury.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the king.
Hammer fist here by Johnny Bones. Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold, and it's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold him, know when to
fold him. Yep, absolutely.
Nice job keeping busy fighting off of his back. All right, so back to the well with the elbows, and I guess if it's not broken, no need to fix it as he lands another combination.
He's getting it so close that it's hard to land anything else, so he's shortening up those elbows, and they're landing beautifully.
I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Oh, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit.
You need to get out of there. Let's go. Do something.
And the referee brings the fight back to its feet. No surprise there. Needed to see more action. 53 total strikes have landed for Jon Jones.
What a nice double leg, yes.
Oh, nice hammer fist there by Johnny Bone. All right, it's a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here, and if you're the opponent, you've got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop
You
it.
got to defend. But you see him now starting to gain posture.
You need to get out of there.
Let's go, do something. He's throwing these ground strikes. It's starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
Oh, beautiful takedown by him there as he lands another one. He's keeping the scat guys busy tonight.
I mean, over and over, takedown attempt after takedown attempt, and the cardio. The cardio to wrestle that much is so impressive because his opponent is getting back to his feet, but he's got this ability to continue to chase takedown.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Big elbow there lands. Well, there's huge strike lands there. Somehow, his opponent stayed upright.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. Oh, hammer fist here by Jones. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot, that will finish the fight.
Cormier's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling.
You need to get out of there. Let's go. Do something.
All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now. And the takedown attempt, but he does not land it.
There you go.
Oh, massive slam. That'll change the complexion of this one. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transitions.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
Come on. Let's go. Do something.
All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway. Good series of punches by...
Another big takedown.
Oh, and he gets the single leg takedown. Nice entry on that attempt. All right, hammer fist here by Johnny
You
Bone.
need to get out of there. Let's go.
Oh, these are some heavyweight hammer fists here. We'll see if he can finish the job.
He's landing every one of these strikes with full intensity, with full intent in the night of his opponent.
Well, his opponent tonight has done a good job of getting back to his feet, and just as I say that, planning on his back again.
Another takedown over and over and over. Look, man, I'm a wrestler, and I love takedowns. Come on, do something different. Press punch. Do one of the special moves. I mean, Jesus, takedown after takedown.
Nice hammer fist. Working off his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
Oh!
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long.
on,
And
let's
really
go, do
starting to
something.
make these shots count. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
Going orthodox now. Quick entry.
Great single entry. Rotates the high crotch, taking it for a while. Nice big takedown. What a technique, what a takedown. Great high-impact skill.
You could feel the canvas reverberating here at the broadcast.
I mean, right there. It's like me running anywhere, John.
Ooh. All right, working inside the closed guard now. A couple of hammer fists now.
You need to get out of there. Let's go. Do something.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Oh, some big punches raining down here, picking his spots well, and hasn't chosen to engage his opponent on the ground necessarily, posturing up and making these shots count.
I mean, why would he? When he's having so much success doing it and fighting in this exact same manner that's leading him to be ahead of the fight right now.
Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Cormier's lower jaw is just nasty at this point. Really swollen in that area now.
Let's go. Do something.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is. Oh, that is as big a strike as he has landed thus far tonight.
Big, massive shot lands. Look at how tough his opponent is, though. Still standing, still in their fight.
Come on. Let's go. Do something.
All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
You need to get out of there. Let's go. Do something.
Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
I mean, how many can he take?
Come on. Let's go. Do something.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Johnny Bone.
He's putting him in exactly the position he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Gets up again here, but hurting. Oh, useful trip to get the takedown here in the clinch.
You need to get out of there. Let's go. Do something.
Back to his feet. Man, he's just got a great feel for the striking realm. Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
Just an absolutely gorgeous shot to spell the end for his opponent. Crowd is absolutely loving it. He gets the near-perfect land. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming, but just the way he drew it up here tonight, saw that little crack of an opening and barged right through it to get the knockout. All right, let's re-rack the highlight now, DC, and he's certainly going to enjoy watching this one back. The head kick was there early, it was there often, and ultimately ended the night for his opponent.
He's found a weakness in his opponent's game. The left kick, over and over, he was able to land it. And he was landing the strikes, too, with his hands, but ultimately it was the kick that was hidden behind the punch that finished the fight for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has called a stop to this contest, declaring the winner by knockout, John Bones Jones!
Well, we congratulate him on a huge knockout here tonight. He'll probably keep that smile while he's sleeping tonight after what he was able to produce here.
He's going to be smiling for a really long time. When you get a knockout like that, not only do you get the win, you also, most times, walk away with a $50,000 bonus check.
All right, coming up next, it's a heavyweight collision between George St. Pierre and Anderson Silva.
The former UFC middleweight champion Anderson the Spider Silva is set to make the walk here tonight. This is a man still getting it done in his mid-40s, DC. Proved in the Israel Adesanya fight that he could still hang in there over a hard 15 minutes with the best guys in the world.
Anderson Silva is still able to compete even though he's up there in age a little bit, and that's because of his commitment to the sport of mixed martial arts. He loves competing. He loves the spotlight. Everything that you need to drive you to be able to stay active and stay relevant in this sport, Anderson Silva possesses. Every time he steps foot in the octagon, we get a chance to witness one of the greatest fighters of all time.
And when DC needed an opponent for UFC 200 on about 24 hours notice, the greatest of all time was your Huckleberry. Not too bad. All right, so here he is, the former two-division UFC champion, George Rush St. Pierre. He's the most prolific takedown artist on paper in UFC history. Despite not having any amateur wrestling chops to speak of, this is a man who, at least in my mind, turned the MMA takedown into a thing.
Yes, he did. He made it all look so smooth and so great. But it was the striking of George St. Pierre that was so good that made you have to be on awareness the whole time. So as the hands flew up, George St. Pierre had the timing that was unmatched at the time in mixed martial arts. One of the first guys that was truly able to do everything. Before we had specialists, and then we had George St. Pierre, he truly changed the game.
And now our tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. George St. Pierre is 39. Silva is 45. He will have a 1-inch reach advantage. And now to get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is one round in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 34 wins, 11 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 62 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Curitiba, Brazil, Anderson the Spider Silva! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 26 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, George Rush St. Pierre! And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Dan Miragliotta.
Dan Miragliotta, your referee.
You ready?
Well, DC is a charismatic guy. I have never seen you more giddy before a fight in my life, because before the super fight was in vogue, the super fight everybody talked about, Anderson Silva versus George St. Pierre.
And now we finally get it. We had to wait so long. But to watch 2 of the consensus greatest fighters of all time, boxing and octagon, long-reigning welterweight champ versus long-reigning middleweight champ, finally get to settle the debate. It was historic. It's a big night.
Wow! Oh!
Who's hurt? Serve him up. Go get him.
Well, he works hard to get him in here, but he was hurt. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way, or the referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move. And when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. How about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition.
Lands with the ground and pound. A series of punches from the top here by GSP. Lands the ground and pound strike.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Quick level change.
Oh, he went single, rotated head outside, this dude's going for a ride. Oh, my God, he switched the ball to a high cross, rotated him and took him for a ride. That was a big takedown.
All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fight. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
I mean, how many can he take? I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by George St. Pierre.
Oh, a huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it, to go and end the fight.
Couple hammer fists there for good measure. Oh, he keeps attacking that left eye. Now it's starting to close. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by George St. Pierre. Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land. He's trying to land effective strikes.
Oh, that is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter.
Pretty good elbow there from the bottom as he continues to stay active off of his back. Well, it's certainly been a weapon of choice for him tonight. Another elbow landed there by George St. Pierre. And he's back up. Oh, beautiful takedown by him there as he lands another one. He's keeping the stat guys busy tonight.
I mean, over and over, takedown attempt after takedown attempt, and the cardio. The cardio to wrestle that much is so impressive because his opponent is getting back to his feet, but he's got this ability to continue to chase takedowns.
Oh, nice job by him there to move to the half guard. Not much resistance from the bottom fight.
He's just too good in this position. Look for ground and pound immediately.
Useful strike there. The ground and pound on point tonight. Beautiful movement. Hip. Oh, is that a huge strike right there? I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
St. Pierre's got the full mount. Oh, a nice elbow there from the top. The ground and pound is working tonight. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Side control now. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Oh, huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes. Now it's not so bad. What a fantastic sweep.
Oh, nice job working hard, posting, and getting back up. Well, there it is again. He just continues to keep landing those takedowns, scoring a lot of points. His opponent has showed a pretty good get-up, but not sprawling, not stopping the shot.
He's got to sprawl earlier. He's got to defend a little bit earlier if he's going to stop this guy. This guy is so committed to his wrestling that he will continue to attack him over and over again.
Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, side control now. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Silva, lands flush. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten. Oh, wow. Oh! This is the choke that your uncle used. It's in there deep. There you go. He got it. He got it, John.
How about it? Gets the win by submission. Beautifully executed there on the ground. All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
So there he is, your winner by submission, and that's exactly how you put the rest of this division on notice. Looks like this guy could be a factor moving forward in this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has called a stop to this contest, declaring the winner by tap out, George Rush St. Pierre!
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent was, but they also knew that if they could get this fight to the ground, they could find a submission. They found a submission. He got...
Coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight division collision. All right, here he is, the decorated kickboxer, back for more here tonight, and he's so comfortable in the striking realm. It's almost like he started kickboxing before he ever was reading or writing.
Oh, it's unbelievable to see someone that's so comfortable under so much duress.
I know.
When you're in kickboxing range, you are in the fire. There is no safety. You're right in range to be getting knocked out, but he does not fear that. He loves it. He loves the combat. He loves the engagement. But what you have to understand is he's not engaging his opponents on their terms. He's doing it on his terms. Whether or not he wants to be in close with the big punches or he wants to be at range landing kicks, he's just constantly putting damage on you. Top, bottom, up, low, it does not matter. This guy is a dominant striker, one of the best kickboxers the UFC has ever seen.
And in terms of the punching technique and the jab, as good as anyone in this division. All right, well, he's one of the more accomplished strikers in this division. Sprawl and brawl, whatever you want to say, he's going to try to keep this fight standing tonight.
It does not matter how he accomplishes it. All he wants to do is be on his feet and at range, hitting you with the beautiful jab, staying away from the grappling exchanges. You don't accomplish all the things that this man has accomplished over the course of his career without understanding distance. He has great distance management, which then in turn allows him to land all these beautiful diverse kicks, spinning back kick, jumping high kick, so many things he possesses that he will try to use tonight in this fight.
Yeah, if this turns into a kickboxing match tonight, most people believe, yeah, his opponent is in a world of trouble. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age, with similar height and the same reach. All right, now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is one round in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 21 wins, 9 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of San Luis Obispo, California, presenting the member of the UFC Hall of Fame and the former UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, the Iceman, Chuck Liddell. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 38 wins, 14 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Irvine, California, ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion, Quinton Rampage Jackson. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean draws the assignment here.
Ready.
All right, so two truly elite strikers here.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Whoa! He's out!
He's done! He's done! What a fight!
Yeah, we're just getting going, and now the fight's over, but excellent striking technique to land that shot and ultimately finish the fight here in the first. You've heard us say it before, but sometimes when you catch a guy cold before he's had a chance to get going in the fight, it can have a bigger effect. It certainly did here tonight. Well, another highlight for the real DC as we look back at that scintillating knockout.
Yeah, but the whole fight, he was landing great strikes, kicks, punches. He was doing everything right until eventually he found the shot that ended the fight.
Well, what a moment for this fighter here tonight. A massive knockout on the sport's biggest stage. Seminal moment for that fighter tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop to this contest at 11 seconds in the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Quinton Rampage Jackson.
All right, so there he is, the man of the moment, celebrating one of the bigger knockout victories of his career. And gotta be nice sometimes with all the hard work that you guys put in when it goes down exactly the way we drew it up.
A lot of people talk about doing certain things. It's harder to deliver on those promises you make to the public. Tonight, he did exactly that. Congratulations.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so we got two classically trained strikers here. Any chance this fight actually goes to the ground?
This fight does not go to the ground. This one will be fought in the pockets. Two guys will stand in front of each other. They will trade punches. They will trade kicks. It's going to be a classic matchup that you normally see inside of a ring. We get it in the octagon tonight.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Boom! All right, working inside the closed guard now. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. The Iceman gets up, but he looks dazed and confused. Oh! Wow!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. He didn't like that left hand.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move. And when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away, try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
Oh, get the cut man ready. Good series of elbows there.
Oh, yeah, he's got his work cut out for him. He is tearing this guy apart with those elbows.
Left eye starting to swell significantly now. Oh, nasty elbows now, DC. Hard to see if a cut's been opened up, but gotta think at some point there's gonna be some blood.
You gotta be so close to fight and throw this many elbows back to back. Great job.
Nice work here off the bottom as he delivers a nice elbow. Liddell gets touched, and once again, it's that elbow. That has been there all night. Defense has got to be best. Lands an elbow there. The Iceman gets cracked by another elbow, and you see the corner is not happy here. He's got to find a way to do a better job defensively. Well, he has done some serious damage with these elbows, DC, and if you're on the other side, you got to figure out a way to stop this from happening.
You got to get those hands up. You got to block whenever you're in tight. Make sure you're not taking all these nasty elbows.
Goes upstairs for an elbow. Oh, back to the well with that elbow. That one landed well. Oh, the elbows are razor sharp, as is the accuracy rate for him tonight.
I mean, he is throwing these elbows in combination. It's unbelievable.
Oh, nice elbow from the bottom. Hard to win a fight fighting off of your back, but he's effective here. Liddell gets touched by another elbow. He's got to be really careful here. Elbow lands for him. The Iceman gets hit by another elbow. He is in the danger zone now. Good series of elbows by him there. It's almost like he's ambidextrous when it comes to throwing these elbows.
There is no striking fighting that can really damage your opponent as much as an elbow. He understands that. He's throwing them over and over again.
Oh, nice combination of elbows, and as a lot of fighters will say, there's no pad on the elbow.
There's no pad on the elbow, and it cuts people. The more you elbow, the more you're going to see guys get cuts. That's why everybody that fights Tony Ferguson just are dripping blood at the end of the fight.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Back to the elbow now, that one's through. The The Iceman gets touched, and once again, it's that elbow. That has been there all night. Defense has got to be better. Oh, nice elbows by him now.
Insane to see a guy throw more than one elbow at a time, but why not? They're landing.
Oh, doing some serious damage with those elbows. I think the cut man's getting anxious there in the corner.
Cut man better get his stuff together because he's going to have some work to do in between rounds. He is slicing him apart with those elbows.
And just misses with that big right hand.
Oh! He tasted that knockout life! He tasted the knockout life! He got him!
Pinpoint strike to end this fight. It landed flush. I'm not even sure the opponent wholly saw it coming, and before he could recover, the referee was in to stop the fight. So a huge knockout victory for that fighter here tonight. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
A full-on display of all of his skills. He did everything in this championship-winning performance. He used his wrestling. He used his elbows. He used his pace and pressure to really wear down his opponent so that he can get his hand raised.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has called a stop to this contest, declaring the winner by knockout, Quinton Rampage Jackson!
Oh, well, there he is after a huge knockout win tonight. You going to the after party or what?
I mean, I'm heading over there right now, John. I'm asking the producers, how soon can I get up? It's going to be a party over there. Not only because of the knockout, but that extra bonus check he's going to be carrying to the club tonight.
Coming up next, a matchup for the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. Well, he is the best mixed martial artist that the nation of Sweden has ever produced. Former two-time UFC light heavyweight title challenger Alexander Gustafsson, and he hasn't realized the UFC title yet. But I know you guys will always have UFC 192. One of the harder fights of your career.
One of the toughest nights that I've ever had in the UFC, and Alexander Gustafsson showed in that night that not only is he skilled, he's as tough as they come. From the war with Jon Jones, to the war that him and I had, to some of the biggest victories that he stood and he's won in the octagon. A very, very skilled striker with fantastic boxing, unbelievable footwork, and very, very underrated wrestling. One of the only guys that can say he's taken me down and also taken Jon Jones down in a championship fight.
He really is the total package. I know he hasn't solved that Jon Jones puzzle yet, but truly a special striker. And in terms of the movement at 205 pounds on the feet, nobody does it better than Gus. All right, well, he's one of the more accomplished strikers in this division. Sprawl and brawl, whatever you want to say, he's going to try to keep this fight standing tonight.
It does not matter how he accomplishes it. All he wants to do is be on his feet and at range, hitting you with the beautiful jab, staying away from the grappling exchanges. You don't accomplish all the things that this man has accomplished over the course of his career without understanding distance. He has great distance management, which then in turn allows him to land all these beautiful diverse kicks, spinning back kick, jumping high kick, so many things he possesses that he will try to use tonight in this fight.
Yeah, if this turns into a kickboxing match tonight, most people believe, yeah, his opponent is in a world of trouble.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing folks, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 25 wins, 12 losses. He stands 6 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Stockholm, Sweden, presenting the challenger, Alexander the Mauler Gustafsson. And now here's the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a Muay Thai fighter, holding a professional record of 26 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 204 pounds. Fighting in Sydney, New South Wales, Australia, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Champion of the world, the Doctor.
All right, this is for the championship. You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, just make it fun.
Ready.
All right, so here we go, round 1. UFC Light Heavyweight Championship is on the line. Capacity crowd on hand. Many of them here. Just whoa! Oh, spinning back fist.
Hands higher, hands higher.
Nice looping punch.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
That punch to the body does a lot of damage.
And there comes the separation now. Oh, that's a good right hand. Gustafsson gets the double leg takedown. Eats the elbow there.
All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. All right, feet on the hips here. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, closed guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back.
Good series of elbows by him there. It's almost like he's ambidextrous when it comes to throwing these elbows.
There is no strike in fighting that can really damage your opponent as much as an elbow. He understands that. He's throwing them over and over again.
Keep it busy from bottom position here. Oh, nice combination of elbows, and as a lot of fighters will say, there's no pad on the elbow.
There's no pad on the elbow, and it cuts people. The more you elbow, the more you're going to see guys get cut. That's why everybody that fights Tony Ferguson just are dripping blood at the end of the fight.
Nice work here off the bottom as he delivers a nice elbow. Well, Gustafsson's looking to go from the full to the half guard here. Opponent not having it.
Oh, pretty good entry there, and he gets the fight to his wheelhouse on the ground.
Beautiful takedown into the full guard. Look for him to posture and use ground and pound to open up submission opportunities.
Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in the gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
Pretty good elbow there from the bottom as he continues to stay active off of his back. Slicing and dicing, looking good with these elbows tonight, champion.
He looks like a Michelin star chef trying to slice and dice in the kitchen the way he's tearing his opponent up.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Shot to the body.
Mission accomplished. It does not get much better than that.
All right, so a huge round for him there. That head kick probably would have had me out for good. The guy survived. Awesome. Catch your breath. Breathe. Listen, you can do this now. He is ready to be out of there, okay? You completely rocked.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Round two underway. And now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a
And just like that, the fight is over.
He got it!
Yeah, that right there is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So a huge, huge win for that young fighter here tonight. Oh, we'll take a look back at the highlights. You know we're going to find that nasty head kick somewhere in this highlight rip. Just an incredible result for him here tonight.
A very nice head kick to finish the fight, but don't ignore all the work he did with his hands. And give credit to the opponent. The opponent was in there every step of the way. And in order to get a fight of the night like you got tonight, both guys have to be willing to participate.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 14 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, the Doctor.
Well, he came in as the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion, and after that result, He goes out the way he came in, hands still, ladies and gentlemen, and nice to see this moment now as he celebrates with his corner. That was as dominating a title defense as we've seen thus far this year, as he knocks out the #1 contender, and really in so doing sends a message to the other contender types at 205 pounds that it's going to take your best night and best performance, and even then, I'm still probably walking out with my belt.